Hello students, today we will study the chapter Establishment of Power by English East India Company. So first we will go a bit background. Aurangzeb was the last Mughal ruler. Aurangzeb was the last Mughal ruler. He established control over a very large part of the territory that is known as India. After his death in 1707, many Mughal governors, Subedars, began asserting their independence. That means all the big zamindars and Mughal governors, Subedars, wanted to have their own authority and establish regional kingdoms. As powerful regional kingdoms emerged in various parts of India, power of Delhi was declining. After the emergence of regional kingdoms in various parts of India, Delhi could no longer function as an effective center. As a result, new power was emerging over India. By the second half of the 18th century, a new power was emerging, that is British. Did you know that British originally came as small trading company and were reluctant to acquire territories? And how then did they come to be masters of a vast empire? In this chapter, you will see how this came about. Next is, what is East India Company? Trading, it was a trading company. In 1600, acquired charter from Queen Elizabeth I. In 1600, English East India Company acquired a charter from the ruler of England, from Queen Elizabeth I. Charter. What is the meaning of this word charter? Charter means a written grant by the legislative power of a country by which a body found its rights and privileges. Queen Elizabeth I granted it the sole right trade with the East. This meant that no other trading group in England could compete with English East India Company. With this charter, company could venture across the oceans looking for new lands from which it could buy goods at a cheap price, carry them back to Europe to sell at high prices. East India Company comes east. Mercantile trading companies in those days made profit by excluding competition so that they could buy cheap and sell at higher prices. Meaning of mercantile means related to trade or business, a business enterprise that make profit through trade, buying goods at cheap and selling at high prices. This royal charter could not prevent other European power from entering the eastern market. By the time first English ships sailed down the east coast of Africa around the Cape of Good Hope and crossed the Indian Ocean, the Portuguese had already established their presence in the western coast of India and had their base in Goa. In fact, it was Vasco da Gama, a Portuguese explorer, who had discovered this sea route in 1498. By the early 17th century, the Dutch too were exploring the possibilities of trade in the Indian Ocean. Soon the French came. All the companies were interested in buying the same things. The problem was that all the companies were interested in buying the same things. The fine qualities of cotton, silk produced in India had a big market in Europe. Pepper, cloves, cardamom, cinnamon too were in great demand. Competition amongst the European companies pushed up the prices at which these goods could be purchased, and this reduced the profits of the company, and they could not earn the profit. The only way the trading companies could flourish was by eliminating rival competitors. The urge to secure markets led to fierce battle between the trading companies. Through 17th and 18th century, they regularly ships were attacked, routes were blocked. They sank each other's ships, blocked routes, and prevented rival ships from moving with supplies of goods. The effort to fortify settlements and carry on profitable trade also led to intense conflict with local rulers. The company found it difficult to separate trade from politics.